Few days earlier, we explored the mystery behind the bloop, that strange sound recorded by NOAA back in 1997. We looked at how people thought it could be a giant sea creature, or even something far more mysterious lurking in the depths. But today we're going to solve the mystery once and for all. We are going to share everything in more detail as we have done more research, so you won't be left with any unanswered questions. So, let's get into it. In part one, we talked about how the bloop sounded like it could be a creature. Some people thought it could come from an undiscovered giant animal, bigger than the megalodon. But here's the thing. When NOAA scientists first heard the sound, they didn't immediately think, wow, this must be a giant sea monster. That wasn't the case. Instead, a few scientists speculated it might be biological, because the sound had a rapid variation in frequency, similar to some animal vocalizations. However, this was just an idea, more of a passing thought than a serious hypothesis backed by evidence. Fast forward to 2012, when scientists were able to study the sound more closely. And this is where things get interesting. By now, they had more tools and data to help explain the bloop. And guess what? They think the bloop probably came from an iceberg breaking apart. That's right, a huge chunk of ice, likely in Antarctica, cracking and moving in the ocean. But wait, here's where it gets interesting. Even though the icequake explanation fits the evidence, it doesn't mean the story ends there. What about the 95% unexplored regions of the ocean? Could something else, something alive, be making noises we haven't identified yet? When scientists compared the bloop sound to other noises made by icequakes, it was identical. Icequakes are sounds made when icebergs shift or crack under pressure. The way these ice chunks break underwater makes a very low rumbling sound that matches the bloop almost perfectly. We all know the ocean is huge, and there's so much we still don't know. However, this explanation, based on icequakes, makes the most sense because scientists have actually studied these sounds and know how they behave. Could it still be a creature? Some scientists, like Christopher Fox from NOAA, did wonder if the sound could be from an animal at first. But here's the thing. They didn't have solid proof, and they didn't jump to conclusions either. Fox himself said that the bloop might have come from a creature, but after looking at more data, they had to seriously consider the iceberg theory. That said, let's not forget, just because the bloop wasn't from a creature doesn't mean there isn't something incredible hiding in the ocean's depths. Think about creatures we've already discovered that seem mythical at first. The colossal squid, which can grow up to 14 meters long, or bioluminescent fish that light up like underwater stars. Could there be something even larger and stranger waiting to be found? With so much of the ocean still unexplored, the possibilities are endless. And beyond that, it keeps us curious. The fact that we've explored less than 5% of the ocean floor means there are countless discoveries still waiting to be made. Maybe the next strange sound we hear won't be an iceberg, but something alive, something we've never imagined before. However, the mystery of the bloop has been solved. It was never about a monster or a sea creature after all. It was an icequake. But what do you think? Do you believe there's something mysterious out there in the depths? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.